Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my overview on the brand Oribe and my hair story as well. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. So if you guys have been watching my channel for the past few years now, ever since I began, you would know that I rarely delve into hair care products or hair product reviews just because I'm not really the most well-versed in hair care, and as much as I constantly try and test new products for makeup and skincare, the exact opposite is what I can say with regards to hair care, and largely because not only do I not know that much with hair care, but I don't really do much with my hair, if you guys notice, in terms of the styles that you see me wear every time I make a video. It hasn't been until late or recently, probably the past 3 to 5 months, that I've really had a change of perspective when it comes to hair, and largely because of discovering this brand, specifically the Dry Texturizing Spray by Oribe. It really was one of those light bulb moments that just made me so interested in learning about hair, because for the first time I actually understood how through the right products, with the right product, you can really manipulate the texture and the style of your hair. So this video I will be sharing with you guys an overview of the Oribe products that I've delved into and I've tried. Some of them I've had more experience with than others. The others, to be honest, are fairly new products to me. I've probably just had them for less than a month, but I've really been enjoying them, and in that short amount of time I've really seen how their use really allows me to manipulate the look, the finish, and the texture of my hair, which is just absolutely exciting for me. So just as with skincare products, you can manipulate the coverage or the finish that you want to get, with these products that I will be sharing with you guys today, I've discovered that you can do the same with hair. So right now I haven't really done much with my hair. This is my usual iron my hair, blow dry my hair kind of look, and I actually did this last night and before going to bed. So I've already tied my hair this morning when I ran a few errands, but luckily and miraculously it looks just like it's been blown out, that I just finished styling it. But I will share with you guys the product that I did try to use last night for the first time, and I will also demonstrate a few of the other products that I have been using and show you guys how even with this very basic one I can really change the finish or the texture of my hair or the style. So I'm going to give you a background of my hair story, and basically I have naturally wavy curly hair. I've had that since birth, but it's just not evident because ever since I could remember, at about 13 or 15, I would already straighten my hair through all the methods. I've actually tried everything, and the past few years I've been lessening any harsh straightening treatment just because across the board they've always damaged my hair and caused major fallout. And I think after trying a few hair straightening treatments or methods for decades now, my hair has slowly gotten less curly and just retained its waviness. When I do have hair growing at the roots, though, it's natural curly hair, but for the most part, because also I iron and blow dry my hair so frequently, it's not as curly as it originally was. Also, I've always maintained my natural hair color, except I guess in the past, I would say 5 years. That's when I started to really regularly color my hair now, and only because I am starting to get white hair, especially on the roots near my crown. So because of that, I've really began using hair color, whereas in my 20s I really did not color my hair at all because I would so aggressively partake in straightening hair treatments. I knew that the combination of both would just be absolutely detrimental and damageful, or would damage my hair so much. So I only picked one, and earlier I would just really do hair straightening treatments. But as of late, it's been the other way around. I've actually stopped straightening my hair, but I've really been regularly, or more regularly now, changing my hair color, whether that's going lighter or going back to a bit darker. But my natural hair color is really medium to dark brown, which on my complexion, or in contrast to my complexion, looks really almost black. But a lot of hair, actually, even Asian hair, they're not really jet black, contrary to public perspective. They're actually more of a very dark brown than a black, because once you see jet black hair, and I've made that mistake of actually coloring my hair jet black, it is really very stark, and I really looked like Elvira, or one of Addams Family characters. So most of Asian hair is really more of a rich dark brown. So given that, I will now begin with the products that I've been trying, testing, and some of them regularly using in the past few months. I'm going to begin with the very first one, and right now my hair it's not really styled, and this is just from my blowout, or my ironing last night. And considering that I've slept on this hair and I've actually tied it earlier today, I haven't really retouched with an iron. This actually looks absolutely amazing, and it's the two other products from Oribe that I've just tried out that I think has caused it to look this good early in the morning without anything. So the first one I've spoken about thoroughly, I think, in a few videos, recent videos. This is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. Now this product is essentially a dry shampoo, but it doesn't just lift oil from the roots and refreshen your hair after or in between washes, but it actually creates texture that is pliable and very nice to work with if you want to style your hair a day or two after washing. And this is the very first dry shampoo that I would actually recommend, and that I think actually truly does what it says without any side effects, I would say. Because with past dry shampoos, and I've tried quite a bit, after applying it, sometimes within the day, your hair starts to get oily. You feel the buildup, and it actually starts getting heavy. So it kind of is counterproductive, because it ends up weighing down my hair and then not allowing me to really get that body that I would like with my hair, especially because I iron it so much. But with the Oribe, it really gives you that added texture where, especially on the crown, I would just apply it on the crown if I want to refresh my hair, because really it's in between washes, it's just the roots that really get oily and that make it hard for you to style your hair in between washes. But when I apply this on my crown, it is an instant pick-me-upper. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you guys now, and I think it's the perfect time because you can see it's kind of flat right now. So, and I think I've showed this in some videos before. So I really just concentrate this product on the roots, and there's no specific way that I apply it, but I just kind of loosely section my hair. And just with those few sprays, you can already see the difference that's doing to my hair. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can feel it definitely on my hair. This has, so if you can see, it's not as flat. I mean, it's not exactly extreme volume, but it definitely has picked up my hair, it also is a very good refresher. And with all the Oribe products across the board, one thing that distinctly makes them different from all the other brands I've tried is the fragrance that they have. It actually is what makes it so luxurious compared to all the other hair care products that I've tried. So this is definitely a must-have. I think every hairstylist, and the beauty about this is even non-hairstylists like myself and maybe some of you guys, will really be able to use this in your daily routine with hair. So I think that is absolutely amazing. And I know for a fact that this is something that every serious hairstylist has in their kit, because it's just almost like an all-in-one product. The next product I'm going to share with you guys is the one that I've had a bit longer as well, and it's the Oribe Surfcomber Tousled Texture Mousse. And this is how it looks. This is a travel size version. With all the rest, well, most of the others, I've just purchased the travel size because I wanted to see how they worked and if I actually needed all of them, because as per my experience, sometimes companies will create multiple product lines or products, but they actually perform almost the same way. So instead of buying the full size, I usually like trying trial sizes or travel sizes, so I can see if I really want to invest on a full size product if I really do need it or I think it really does work. So this product right here is a mousse that I like applying on damp hair pre-styling, and what this does is just this one really creates volume, especially when you apply it on the crown of your hair. This is not something you would really apply, or I really apply towards the bottom half of my hair or the lower hair shaft. This is something that I applied with my fingers, so I rub it in my fingers and then I massage it in my scalp and in the roots, and it really gives you that volume. Even if you use a blow dryer after, even if I use an iron with other products in the past, once you run an iron through the hair, the volume just goes away, and then you have this buildup or this heaviness which weighs down the hair. But with this one, honestly, even when I run an iron through my hair, I still visibly see the difference in volume, especially in my crown area. So this is the Surfcomber Tousled Texture Mousse. So it really gives you that tousled look on the crown. The next product, which I tried just last night, is the Impermèable Anti-Humidity Spray. It's like a finishing spray if you experience a lot of frizzing or static in your hair, especially after blow drying or ironing, which is something I personally experience quite a bit, especially when it's in humid climate. So this is something that you can just spray around your hair when you're done styling it or blow drying or ironing it, and it refrains it from having any static. And I can say after the first try that it actually does perform what it claims. The next product is something that I've also just tried last night, and this one I've heard so much about. This one has gotten so much rave reviews and is a holy grail for a lot of people, actually, next to the dry texturizing spray. This is the foundation mist, which essentially is a primer for the hair. You apply it on damp hair. This is something that I've been looking for so long. It's similar to the Chi Infusion heat styling spray, or a lot of other medium or lower end products actually create these sprays that are basically just a heat protectant spray that you use before using any heating tool on the hair. But the amazing thing about this product is it doesn't weigh down the hair, and it allows the other products that you will use later on to style the hair to actually work more effectively. Now, the second claim I haven't really seen for myself because I just tried this last night, but I must say the thing that I observed and realized the most last night, which floored me last night, was the fact that when I used this last night, it actually cut my drying and my iron time in half. And not only that, it required less ironing for me. It was like after, it takes me like 4 passes with the iron to just get the finish that I want when I section my hair. This allowed me half the time. So if it was 4 passes with the iron, this allowed me just 2 passes, and it looked absolutely amazing. I am actually floored with this product, and based on one try, I really think that this deserves all the rave reviews it's gotten. This is, compared to all the other full-size Oribe products, this is actually not as expensive. This retails for 27 Canadian for 200 ml or 6.8 fluid ounces. So that should last you quite a while. And I would highly recommend this to everyone, because I'm sure at this day and age, everybody, no matter the extent that they style their hair, uses a blow dryer to dry their hair out after washing it. And this is just a beautiful primer slash protectant. So even if you're not going to go all out in styling the hair, this is a very good product just to have even in basic styling regimens. The next product is the Oribe Après Beach Wave and Shine Spray. This product, unfortunately, I haven't really gotten a chance to try because I thought it was a defective bottle because I could not really get the product out. But apparently the dispenser was just stuck because I traveled with it, and sometimes because this is a hairspray or a spray dispenser, the pressure from the airplane can actually cause it to get stuck. But after a few tries, it actually works perfectly fine now. So this I'm very excited to try. And what this is supposed to do is give you like that beach natural tousled look, almost like the beach sprays, but just not in liquid form. The one that I've been using a lot in terms of beach spray or getting that beach wave vibe that I thoroughly enjoy. This is not Oribe, but I would highly recommend as well, is the Philip B Maui Wowie Volumizing and Thickening Beach Mist. This one I will show you guys now how it works, and maybe I will show using Oribe in one side and then the Philip B in the other, just to show you guys the difference and then give my thoughts on them. So those are all the Oribe products that I have, and a few other products that are notable, which are actually a bit more inexpensive that you can get in the drugstore, I will share with you as well. These are products that I've used or I've been using. One is the L'Oreal Elnett, which is a classic. Even before I discovered Oribe, this was a hair product that I always purchased if I was in Canada or the US, just because in the Philippines we don't really have this yet. And this comes in various finishes, I guess you could say, or various degrees of hold. This one is for color treated hair. It is strong hold. You can see right here the level or the degree of hold. This one I'm out of because this is what I spray every day. So this is what I do as a finishing spray. It's a flexible hold, just so that it also I think finishes my hair ironing and also refrains or limits the static of the hair, so kind of seals the hair. And this one is the extra strong hold, which is this one right here. But what I've noticed with L'Oreal Elnett, and I think one of the things I like as well, is even if it says it's strong hold or extra strong hold, it's not the crunchy kind where you can't comb your fingers through your hair or it's very stiff. But it gives you a good hold, like if you're just doing, you want to do a neat ponytail. If I want a very strong hold where my hair doesn't budge, let's say I put it up in a bun because I have an important event and I wanted to have that very sleek, wet look, this is something you can get in the drugstore. It's by Schwarzkopf, and this is the Got To Be line. This is called Glued. It's a blasting freeze spray, and what it does is really freeze your hair in place. So I would not recommend this for daily use, but definitely if you have a very styled, sleek look, this is the product, my go-to product. And I actually discovered this when a hairstylist in Manila, I wanted a wet look for a shoot, and he used this, and it was the first product I've ever seen achieve what I actually visually wanted, which is just very sleek sleek back, pulled back hair, but it looked wet, and it maintained itself looking sleek and wet without drying out and looking crispy and crunchy. So I would highly recommend this product. So now I'm just going to play around with some of these products I've mentioned and show you guys the difference it can make. So this is just a very basic, like, iron my hair everyday thing. This is how my hair looks. So the foundation, this is something you can also use to refresh your hair if you want to restyle it. So I'm actually going to just try that all over. Now if you're doing this on damp hair, they say you can also flip your hair backward and then just spray it all over. And then I am going to add some of the dry texturizing spray still, but get a bigger chunk of my hair and get it on the crown, really, on the base. And then you can go further and section that a bit more. And I like concentrating it on the back of the crown of my hair. And then once I have it there, I kind of just massage it in my roots and my scalp, and that actually gives the hair that needed lift. So the next thing I want to do, and if I don't iron my hair and I don't have enough time, the beach sprays are amazing, just like after hand drying with a blow dryer, just to give that texture in the ends. So that's what I'm going to do with the Maui Wowie, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. This smells absolutely amazing. It doesn't smell like your typical beach sprays like the beach or coconuts, but it has such a beautiful, refreshing summer scent to it as well. So I would just like take a section. I don't really go so much in the roots with this, so this just gives you a bit of that separation. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then you can actually, when you section this, you can actually twirl it so you get more of that separation. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So now I'm going to try this Oribe on the other side. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not as flat. There's a bit more definition. So now I'm going to try the Oribe Après Beach. And I'm going to do the exact same method. Let's see what works better. So this one doesn't feel as wet as the Maui Wowie, but I'm actually going to go in here. So when you're trying to do this, add texture, you don't really, there is no specific way you should style it. Or there's no specific way you can do it. If you just want to separate, you can just play around with it. So definitely with the texture, I feel the difference. But it is not as wet looking and as wet feeling as the Maui Wowie. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but So definitely just with this round, I can feel that the Maui Wowie has really given me more texture and separation, even without a heating styling product, than the Oribe. So to add more texture or definition, I actually want to try this. And this is the first time I'm trying this. So this is something I found in the drugstore. It's by Schwarzkopf. It's the Got To Be line as well. And this is the Texturizing Cream Pomade Playful. So it's supposed to give you chunky styles, separate and shine. This is how it looks, and it is a pomade. So it's something I've been wanting actually, because I know that to really get the definition of separation, you need this kind of product and not a spray. Ooh, it's actually quite soft and emollient. Feels mousse-like actually, not as pasty or gunky as the other products. So I'm just gonna get very little and see if that can add any texture to what I already have. And usually this you just put in the ends. Oh, I do see that. It's a bit more, I mean, I hadn't put that much, but I can feel the separation, especially in this area where I've put it. It's not as dry looking, I should say. It looks a bit more like worn hair. I don't know if that makes sense. Pomade is not something I would actually use on the ends of my, the roots of my hair, but it's something really to apply just on the ends, just to give you that extra texture. Last but not the least, I am gonna finish this off with the Impermeable Anti-Humidity Spray, and this one I think did very well. I tried this last night after I finished blow drying and ironing my hair, and I have to say I did see a lot less static after that. And even this morning when I woke up, I was surprised at how my hair held up. So what I would do is just lightly just go over my entire hair just to seal it. So that is about it. I don't know if you guys see a difference. I feel a difference, and I see a difference in my hair. And in spite of layering a little bit of each of these products, I think they actually make my hair look like I just came from the salon without going to the salon. And it really has changed the look and the volume of my hair. And I'm very happy with all of these products. Honestly, it's inspired me so much to just work more on my hair and actually have a hair regimen, because now, especially with the Oribe line, I've realized that you can really manipulate the finish and the texture and the style of your hair. So that is about it. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative. If you have any questions, you can just leave me in the comments down below. I will list the products and their pricing down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.